Hi guys, we're going to talk about making your little book of big ideas for one of the independent reading projects that you have for this marking period. And when you're finished, you're going to end up with something that looks like this. This is the finished product, and I've kind of labeled it for you so you can see the different parts. Obviously, you have the cover, and then when you open it up, you're going to have 2 pages on the inside, and then you're going to have 2 more pages on the inside, and then you're going to have 2 more pages on the inside, and then you have a back cover. Okay, so 8 pages altogether if you count front cover, back cover. Okay, all of that from one piece of computer paper, and that's it. All right, we're going to make magic happen. So I take our computer paper, 2 folds that you need to know about to make this work. Go back to elementary school here for a minute. The hot dog fold, where we fold it in half lengthwise, and the hamburger fold, where we fold it in half the short way. Okay? So we're going to start by taking our paper and folding it in the hot dog fashion very neatly. Okay, I'm making sure very carefully that I line up my edges. There we go. Right? Okay, pinch it, fold it. And when we make our creases, we really want to make sure that we make those creases nice and tight. So I actually like to use my fingernails and really run them across the crease. If you were at your desk or at a table, you could really kind of push your fingers down on that and get that crease nice and tight. Okay, so I've got my paper folded in the hot dog fashion. And now what I'm going to do is open it up. So now I have a big piece of paper with a crease down the middle of it. And I'm going to take it, and now I'm going to fold it in the hamburger fashion. Again, I'm going to be very careful. Make sure my edges are nice and lined up. Okay, here we go. Okay, pinch it. Make my creases nice and tight. So I'm using my fingernails, or I'm doing it on the edge of a table and really getting them nice and tight. Okay. All right, now I'm going to see this crease down the middle. That's from our hot dog fold. I'm going to fold it right on that crease. Okay. Each time I fold, I'm really making sure those creases are nice and tight. All right. Now, our book is about halfway folded. We're going to fold it one more time in the hamburger fashion. Line up your edges nice and tight. Get your corners close to each other. Okay, so that they're nice and tight. Make sure your creases are done nice and tight. Okay. All right. So now what you have is something that's the right size, but it's not finished yet. We still need to do a couple things to this to make it into this. Okay. So what we're going to do is open it up, and we're going to make one open, and then we're going to open it up one more time. Okay. And I'm holding it now with the creased side on the top and the open side down here on the bottom. Okay. You see this crease right here. This is the one where we're going to make one little tear in our paper. You could also use a pair of scissors here if you're not so confident in your abilities to tear that nice and neatly. Go ahead and get a pair of scissors, okay? But I'm going to try and do it without scissors because I don't have any here with me. So what I'm going to do, since I don't have scissors, is fold it again real carefully, and I'm going to really make sure that crease is really nice and tight. Go over a couple times with my fingernails. And I'm actually going to open it up and fold it the other direction. Really get that crease nice and crisp. Okay. If you have scissors, you don't need to do this because you're just going to cut it, right? But I don't have any scissors with me, so I'm making sure that crease is as tight as it can be so it tears nicely. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is, starting up here, folded edge of my paper, open edge down here. So starting at the folded edge, I'm going to tear my paper. And I'm only going down here to where the 4 creases intersect with each other. Okay? So rip it right down to that point. Stop. Don't go any further. Okay? There you go. All right, so there's my paper. Folded edge up here. Open edge down here. Okay? I'm going to open it right up. So now it looks a little funny. Now I have a full piece of computer paper with a hole in the middle. Okay? So I'm going to take my paper, fold it hot dog fashion. Okay? And then I'm going to turn mine on the side so that you can see kind of what this looks like. See the opening there? That's that tear we made in it, right? These 2 sides are still folded, but there's our tear in the middle. Okay? And I'm holding it on either side with my hand. And what I'm going to do is push it together. You see how it kind of folds in on itself, right? I'll show you that again. Ready? Push it together. And really what I'm trying to do is to get those two folded sides to meet with each other. I'm going to grab up here. I'm going to grab down here. Okay? See where the folds are in there? Right there? Right? Okay? Now I'm going to fold this, take the whole thing, and fold it right in half. And if I've done everything correctly, through the magic of folding and tearing, I have a little book of big ideas. Ready? Let's see if we did this right. So we should have, I'm going to flip it this way. We should have a cover, pages, 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 and a back cover. Ha ha, we're magic. Okay, now try it yourself. Give it a couple tries. You might need a couple sheets of paper, and it's okay. Come get, 4 or 5 from me in school if you need to, okay? And give it a try. See what you can do. Maybe mom and dad can help you with it. If you're still having trouble and you really can't figure it out, come see me during a study hall. I can do it for you real quick before lunch. 10th period, we'll get it made. It'll take us 30 seconds, okay? But give it a try. I think you can probably do it if you really watch the video and pay attention to the directions. Give it a whirl, okay? So that is your little book of big ideas out of a full-size sheet of paper. Okay? See you later.